Here with our legal warriors. In this video, I'm going to share something that hypothetically happened to me in my 25-year criminal defense career. As you know, I was a prosecutor for a long time. I've been doing defense for even longer. And let's just put it this way. If you have a criminal case and you're charged with a crime, make sure your attorney knows everything that happens from that point on, because your attorney needs to know. You want to know why? You want to know what happened to me? Stay tuned. This is the video for you. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington State for more than 20 years, and I'm putting out these videos to help educate the public. So if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people will get to see it. More people will get the help they need. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. I film a lot of videos for this station, and I have a lot of knowledge from doing things for so long. And one of my employees here, who's been with me a long time, she's really smart, she says, Lance, I don't think we have a video about why our clients should tell us what's going on with their lives, especially good things, but even more importantly, bad things that happen after we start defending them. And I'm going to jump into a hypothetical of why this is important. So a hypothetical I might put out there that may or may not have happened to me is, imagine a situation where your attorney has worked real hard on your case and they've had you do some classes, they've got some good defenses together, and they have the cases, it's been going on for 3 or 4 months and we're ready to negotiate the case. And if you watch the station, most negotiation is done after a period of time, after the client's done some affirmative steps, so the prosecutor can feel part of the solution. So imagine your attorney who is supposed to be the all-knowing person is going to make it all good and all right for the prosecutor. We go up to the prosecutor and say, look at all the good stuff my client has done. Then the prosecutor looks at you and goes, did he tell you about his new crime? Record scratch, right? All of a sudden, if your attorney doesn't know something that's happened negatively, that the prosecution has a reason to know because they've got government databases, and we go up acting like it's all good, we lose credibility as your attorney, right? And mainly what we're selling in cases isn't there legal problems in the case. Those are a little bit of sprinkles about how defense works. What we're selling is our relationship to you as the clients. Hey, there's no new problems. Here's what this client's doing. What a great guy or great gal this client is. And here's how we've made your life easy, prosecutor. Look at all the stuff they've done. Oh, and by the way, you have problems with the case too. But when the prosecutor turns to us and says, well, did they tell you about the new crime? Now, all face is lost. That negotiation is dead. And now we're back to square one. It is tough to recover from that. So if you have an attorney, what you need to do is, if something particularly goes wrong, you get pulled over, you get a new driving license suspended, you drank, so you're afraid of a positive UA, right? You blew in your interlock and it didn't start because it registered alcohol whether you were drinking or not. Your scramble bracelet went off. All these million things could go wrong. And if we know about it and then you tell us about it, don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed, right? We're criminal defense attorneys. We see it all. Tell us so we can help you. Now, hopefully, if that hypothetical situation ever happens, you've got a law firm, a bigger firm. My firm is a bigger firm. So if that were to happen, what I would do in this hypothetical situations, I would switch out who the voice was in that case, right? There'd be a new attorney in my own firm that would now take the lead on negotiating with that prosecutor, because they haven't sort of been personally made to look the fool and therefore lose credibility when it comes to that client. And so if you have the right firm and the right situation, it could probably still be saved, but it's better never to get into that situation to begin with, because in that type of hypothetical, I certainly would have led with the problem if I knew about it, right? I would have led with the problem saying, hey, this thing happened, but here's what's been going on. I don't think that's related to this. Let's still resolve the case in this way, right? Once I knew the city or state already knew about it. Us attorneys, if we know things, we have to decide how to use them and whether we can use them. But if you don't tell us, it can only hurt your case. So I went through a few other examples of the type of things you should tell your attorney that has went wrong. There's other things you should tell us too. Let's say you've got a domestic violence case, there's a no contact order out there, and the alleged victim is contacting you, right? And maybe you don't want to tell us because you answered back to them and you're afraid that's a new crime. Well, we have to protect you. We're not allowed to like out you and cause you to get in more trouble. But if we know the alleged victim's been reaching out to you, that might tell us something, right, about their wishes in the case. We might be able to use that against the alleged victim. If you haven't responded, prosecutors get really mad when their supposedly protected parties are reaching out to the supposedly terrible defendant, right? If you haven't been responding and they've been texting you, we can use that. So you could tell those neutral things that happen too. It's just really so many times a client, which, you may be a client of somebody's out there, can get afraid of how they're going to look to their attorney and, that they don't trust the attorney. And if you have a public defender, you decide how you're going to do it, because some public defenders play things super straight, that they follow a certain, when I say straight, they follow a certain guideline of their office robotically, right? But for the most part, you want to tell your attorney the good, the bad, and the ugly that happens after the representation starts. Hopefully, we already know everything prior to the representation starting, but don't hide the stuff that happens afterwards out of fear or embarrassment, because if we know about it, we can help it. If not, it may come back to bite you. So I hope you found this video useful. If so, please like and please subscribe. More people will get the help they need. More importantly, if you got a criminal matter in Washington State and you need some help, feel free to reach out to my firm. We get on board, we'll listen to what happened, we'll identify a way forward, and we will be there for you. Thank you.